Good evening. Tonight we're going to be making a roasted portobello mushroom with cauliflower mash. In my bowl here I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 portobello mushrooms, which I've taken out the stem, which is this part, and this is the gill. I'm just going to show you what that looks like. That's the part like this. It looks like that. You're going to take that part out too. So you're going to take that out and you're going to put that in here. And then you're going to take and you're going to mix this around with the olive oil and the herbs. Yeah, the one big one fell apart on me, so that'll be mine. It just crumbled when I took it apart. So then we're going to take this, and I'm going to try to put it together on here so I can roast it. I'm going to slice it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And you're going to put it gill side down, so like that. And then you're going to put it in the oven. So just make believe this one looks as nice as that one. You're going to put them in the oven. You're going to bake it at 450 for 10 minutes. We're going to start it at 450 for 10 minutes. Okay, while that's cooking on the stove, I have a skillet with 2 tablespoons of olive oil in it. And I've taken my cauliflower and I've taken the core out and I've chopped it up. There's about 2 cups there. We're going to put this into the pan. And we're going to let it start to cook until it gets a little bit browned and softened, about 5 minutes. Okay, as you can see, the cauliflower is getting a little brown. I'm going to add some salt and some pepper. Probably about a half a teaspoon of salt and some pepper. 2 grinds of pepper. Then I'm going to add, I'm going to give it a little shake there. I'm going to add 1 cup of water. And we're basically going to steam this for another 8 minutes. We're going to turn it down to a simmer, and we're going to partially cover it and let it cook for 8 minutes. Okay, mushrooms are cooked. The cauliflower is ready to go. I also have some kale pesto, which I made to put on top of it. And then or you can use regular pesto, whichever you'd like to do. I'm not going to give you the recipe for that. You can find your own recipes. There's a lot of them out there. This is what I'm using instead of dairy. It's called a faux Parmesan cheese. How you make it is 1 cup of raw cashews, 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, which is this right here, and then 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and then you're going to put a little bit of half a teaspoon of garlic powder in it, and you're going to blend it up in your food processor. And then I usually just keep it in a jar and keep it refrigerated. So I thought I dropped it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the cauliflower. Oops, it helps if I shut the heat off here. Okay, I'm going to get the cauliflower into my blender. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I don't want to spill it, that's why I'm taking my time. So we got that in there. And then we're going to take and we're going to put in our faux, excuse me, faux Parmesan. You're going to use 3 tablespoons of that. 1, 2, 3. And our last tablespoon of olive oil. And then you're going to put a cover on that. And you're going to blend that, whip that all up. So now we're going to assemble it. This is the cauliflower. It looks like mashed potatoes. You're just going to put it on the plate. I doubled this recipe so there's enough for my husband and I for supper. He's a big meat guy, but he actually doesn't mind this. And I'm going to grab our mushroom and I'm going to slice that into strips and put that on top. And then I'm going to take the pesto and we're going to put that right on top of this. Okay. And that's our roasted portobello mushroom with the cauliflower mash. Here's the recipe. See you next week.